Wow.
Yes.
After it
There's
became
some
500 years old.
Could you imagine? What must your
that's some
forehead and
virility
like
right there.
ears, nose, things that keep growing? You know, they say things like fingernails and hair keep growing after you die even.
Yeah.
What would these people look like? Sometimes I wonder, like the common depiction we get of like Neanderthal cavemen, where they have these extreme brows and foreheads and wide noses. Maybe that's what you start to look like after you're 1,000 years old.
Well, I think it's a cool number. Lamech lived and died at 777. That's a cool number.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, I mean, was what Satan told Eve in the garden, did it come true? No, obviously it says that what happened to Adam, he died. So there's confirmation there. Of course, it was hundreds of years later.
This is an interesting chapter. There's a lot going on in this chapter, and with the genealogy being given to us from Adam to Noah, there's a descendants listed as firstborn males, which is the pattern following the succession of priesthoods among the elders of a family line. And this is why it'll say in those passages you just read, Wes, that Enoch had many other sons and daughters, but he had it just highlights Methuselah.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And so in the book of First Enoch, I think it's one of the latter chapters in the 80s or 90s, it talks about how Enoch gathered all of his children to him and to Methuselah and taught them the law of God and the Sabbaths and different things like that. But none of those guys are mentioned and listed either. Only Methuselah is the one that's actually listed.
Is it because the firstborn is to be dedicated unto Yahweh, and so the firstborn of these priests would have been the priest chosen? Makes
Very
sense.
possible. That seems to be the pattern that I'm seeing. And then of course we get the long lifespans continually listed, and then Noah's 3 sons are introduced at the very end of this chapter, which will lead us into chapter 6 tomorrow.